All right, and so moving into the next fight, this is the one I am the most excited about. This is Michel Pereira versus Khaos Williams. Michel Pereira, this guy is an entertaining dude. Watching him fight, it's just the most unpredictable leg kicks you could imagine. Dude is flying, doing somersaults and shit. It is amazing. So I'm really excited to see him against that Khaos Williams style. Pereira comes in, he has a 24-11 record. He's had kind of a tough go in the UFC. He's only gone 2-2 since breaking out of that regional scene. Most recently, his loss was to our boy Diego Sanchez. And I actually went back and I rewatched this fight, and he dominated this fight. He absolutely dominated it, in my opinion. But at the end of round 3, he hit Diego with an illegal knee. That gave him the loss. And, I'm looking forward to seeing him get back in the ring. On the flip side, I'm going to drop another biggie track for my man here. But mo money, mo problems for Khaos Williams. This guy just keeps winning. And now he has a real tough bout in front of him. He got the mo money. Now he got the mo problems. So we got Khaos. He's been flying into the scene. He's living up to his name, Chaos. You know what I mean? He comes in and creates chaos. It was crazy to see that he was an underdog in both of his first 2 UFC bouts, to Alex Morono, who we just talked about, and then to Abdul Razak Hassan. And to be honest, he dealt with both of them in what, cumulative minute? I'm pretty sure both of them were like 30-second knockouts. So, dude, I think it's time we put some respect on his name. I'm excited for this one. Tell me what you got here.
Yeah, so I love the way you opened with kind of talking about where Pereira has his skill. At 24-11, his age, there's a lot to be talked about in terms of history, that kind of thing. Against a guy like Khaos Williams, 11-1, doing all the right things now. It's such an interesting fight when you think about where guys wanted to be, where they're at now, and all that fun stuff. Because Khaos Williams, he's throwing some serious power. And I've it's so funny because here's the thing, people. If you told me that I'd be ending my 2020 still, first of all, on a pandemic, taking care of my boy here, but also listening to this man talk about a excitement, watching Pereira and Khaos Williams fight. Here we are, boys. I'm making the most of 2020, That's all I can say. But it's funny, right? Guess who is the only person, well, not only person, but guess who's the person to knock out your boy Michel Pereira? Your only other boy, Dusko Todorovic. We pounded him.
Wow.
We pounded him against the Townsend, who we just talked about as being one of those really low-end gatekeepers. And, he's a guy that lost to him. So it's funny, right? I personally think Khaos Williams is a striking beast. I think what he brings to the table is elite because you see the power, you see the speed, and for me, it's the landing. That's what scares me about Geoff Neal, and we'll get into that later. But it's the ability to throw that kind of volume and also land. We saw it against Morono, the way he was able to push him up against that fence and land bombs like that. These are punches that are laying dudes out. We took a lot of those unders. We took Khaos in that last fight. Now, the thing with Pereira, I believe he's taking a fight that maybe some people didn't want, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. I don't know how many people are willing to step into that octagon right now with him. We know that he just came off of a third-round submission. And so there is a chance that this was just the fight that worked for him and he took it anyway. I think that he'll bring versatility. I think that he'll bring experience. There's going to be a lot of that whole length game going at it, but the speed, man, the speed that Khaos throws those combos with, the power that he has in some of those punches, even his jab looks so good. It's just very hard for me to not take a guy like that who's firing on all cylinders on this level. Morono's no joke. Yeah. We're talking about a guy who fought Karl as a UFC debutant about 4 years ago. That is no joke. And so that's where, for me, all the power to him. I can see this being the making of a very real star to end off 2020.
Yeah, similar to what we saw in Kevin Holland last week. So where do you see this line ending up?
Yeah, so I mean, hype-wise, skill-wise, everything seems to currently line up for Khaos now. So, I mean, do I believe that he's a minus 300? There's just zero chance that that's the case because we're seeing Pereira hold his own in most of his fights as well, especially on the ground, you know? And so I'm going to have to go with Khaos Williams as a minus 160 favorite.
Man, this is going to be another one you're going to put me on hold for to go lay right now. But Pereira opens as a favorite. He opened at a minus 145 favorite when I looked last 2 days ago. If I look now, man, he's a minus 125 favorite. We were getting plus 120 on Khaos before. He's plus 100 right now. I would not be surprised if Khaos Williams is a favorite going into this fight.
And you know why this seems repetitive, Pies, is because if you look at the last few fights that they've put Khaos in, you have to make the argument that it's the exact same setup, right? Let's give him a vet. Let's give him someone that, you know, the odds can be a little bit against him. Let's give him someone that maybe he hasn't proven himself, and then boom, he goes and proves himself in less than, 2 minutes in the first round. So that's where, for me, it's like, obviously we've talked about it, right? When Chimaev fights a guy like Leon Edwards, could that be the fight where we start to see a guy come back down to earth? There's always those kinds of fights for fighters that kind of get on these crazy runs. And unfortunately, especially at first glance, and the line is kind of agreeing with me here, I just don't see Pereira being that kind of fighter, and people are agreeing with me right now.
I agree, and I'm ready to lock that one in. Khaos is my boy. Let's do this, and that is one I think will be a minus 125, minus 130 by fight time.
And big ups to Paisan for getting this excited about a fight that could easily be a prelim in 2019. But here he is talking about a guy like Khaos Williams like it's his neighbor.
Howdy, neighbor. Tell me you got that one.
Yeah,
Tell me you got that one.
Yeah, I know, and I just picture you kind of like coming up over the fence like this,
That's what would exactly happen. Overall, it's going to be a great card. Tune in, UFC this Saturday, December 19th. For us, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter. Our picks go up all of there, along with all of our other content, clips of our videos from YouTube. Other great MMA content is on the Kaizen MMA. Make sure you check it all out. Give us a follow. Give us a subscribe. Give us a comment. Engage in conversation. Whatever you may want to do to kind of further this. Anything else, Siraj?
No, man. Everything. You just hit nail on the head. Like, let's finish the year strong. This is the last fight card for us. We're going to be going real hard at this one. Just have some fun with it. We're really excited for the next couple of weeks to be able to develop, our niche, our, market. It's going to be really fun for us. And so we're really excited for 2021. And, if we don't really, since we don't have a card, as the vet, the bet, and the casual, happy holidays, happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you for the next card. But, maybe we get you some new content in that time. We shall see.
Yeah, perfect. You said it best, man. Happy holidays to everybody. Thank you for all your support. And Siraj, great seeing you as always, man.
You, my boy. I love you. Peace.
Take care.